Nice, though, to start with. Well, among all the changes this health pandemic has brought, job loss ranks right as a top stressor. Millions of people have had their jobs cut or reduced, and that causes all kinds of emotions. Grief over the loss of identity, purpose, and just the confusion. Joining me now is psychotherapist Megan Devine, who is in Portland, Oregon this morning to sort of help us walk our way through this time of chaos here. Megan, what are some of the things that you are hearing from maybe your clients or just the community about the best practices to cope with all of this?
Mm. Best practices, I think, aren't quite part of the conversation yet because we're not used to
Yeah, good
talking
point.
about grief, certainly not grief at this scale.
Yeah, and part of that is when you have a friend or somebody who is struggling with something, the temptation is not just to listen, but you feel like you want to solve their problem for them and help them out because that's what we do as human beings. But what are the pitfalls that you see in trying to help somebody through a difficult period that you're going through yourself?
Yeah. And that's the thing is we think our job is to cheer somebody up. And even in the best of times, that doesn't always work so well. Very often people don't need to be cheered up. They need to sort of let things be as bad as they are. And during this time, when everybody's grieving a number of things, the loss of routine, the loss of uh, a job or a workplace, and concern for the health of friends and family members, cheering people up or trying to fix it for them really lands weird. So it's actually much better to listen to somebody and affirm and validate how hard this is, rather than doing what we normally do, which is try to cheer somebody up.
Okay, so that's, really, let's be honest, for a lot of people, that's best case scenario that they have somebody to talk to and somebody to listen to. But what about everybody else that's sort of in this sense of isolation? What do you say to them to sort of help them, figure out it is going to be okay, but until we get there, take care of yourself. So what does that mean for you?
Yeah. Leaning on other people is the way that we survive hard things. And what's tough now is that everybody's going through a hard time. So it's hard to sort of lean on a friend who's worried about an older parent or their own health when you're dealing with your own stressors. So, one, I would say check in with your friends and ask them if they have a minute to listen. Maybe an emotional timeshare in a relationship is a great thing, but also taking care of yourself. This is sort of a broken record here, but getting as much sleep as you can, getting fresh air if that's possible for you, getting some sort of movement in your body any way that your body can. We sort of go into the basics of tending to your organism. Our bodies and our minds are being asked to withstand a lot right now. So whatever you can do to sort of support yourself is going to make that emotional turmoil a little bit easier.
Yeah, an emotional timeshare. I kind of like that phrase. And I know you say it's like we're a broken record, but I'll be honest, in this time right now, I think we need to keep refocusing and recentering ourselves. So I will take that to heart and really appreciate your time,
Yeah,
Megan Devine.
so much.